This is Ashley with Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Immortal anime characters.
つーかおめえが押せんだよ角座。
彼女がある山の中で不意に目を覚ますといつの間にか首がなくなっていた。
For this list, we'll be looking at anime's cast of unkillables, its very own everlasting legion that seem to shrug off death almost daily. Keep in mind, we'll still be including characters that were eventually vanquished down the line in some way, just as long as there was a phase where killing them wasn't an option. Is there a particular Eternal we missed? Let us know in the comments, and as always you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which anime list you want to see next. Number 10. Cubey, Madoka Magica. He's fluffy, he's adorable, and he'll ruin your life with just a contract.
どうもありがとう。僕の名前はキューベイ。あなたが私を呼んだの。
As part of the incubator race, Cubey's sole goal is seeking energy to help stave off the destruction of the universe. The process for this? Trick naive youths into becoming magical girls, who inevitably fall into despair and become witches, thus creating vast quantities of emotional energy for the incubators to latch onto.
この宇宙のために死んでくれる気になったらいつでも声をかけて。待ってるからね。
Such a demanding job requires a sturdy frame, and while Cubey appears harmless, he can't be killed. Slice him, riddle him with bullets, he'll just randomly appear again and turn his fresh corpse into a midnight snack. Number 9. Van Hoenheim, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Imagine our surprise when who we originally believed to be the Elric brothers' absentee father turned out to be the sole survivor of a long-dead civilization, cursed with immortality by the very monster that slaughtered his people. After his deal with the dwarf in the flask goes awry, the naive Hoenheim is granted an ageless body as payment for helping the original homunculus assume a physical body.
そして朽ちぬ体を与えた。
口. Centuries of wandering certainly allowed him to accumulate knowledge and the means to fight his nemesis, but his fathering skills still leave a lot to be desired.
寝小便した子供がシーツを隠すのと一緒だ。逃げたな、エドワード。
Number 8. Firo, Baccano. Everyone's gangster until an actual gangster who happens to have drunk from the elixir of life shows up. Alright. While not without his good qualities, Firo has no issue when it comes to dishing out a back alley beatdown when someone decides to rub dirt in his eye. And since he's an executive of the Martillo family, the man knows how to throw a punch. With his body now able to heal any wound and repair any lost ligament, he can always come back swinging even harder next time. Number 7. Celeb, Durarara. She's missing a head and yet is still one of the deadliest things to occupy this crazy city. In constant pursuit of her stolen cranium, Celeb is revealed to be a mythical being known as Dullahan, capable of slaying the souls of whoever crosses her.
彼女がある山の中で不意に目を覚ますといつの間にか首がなくなっていた。
Throw in shadow manipulation and her expert skills as a rider, and this headless hunter can easily slice apart whatever the underworld had to offer, human or otherwise. And to think such an ancient being fell in love with a nerd like Shinra. There's hope for us yet, lads.
今のパンチは誓いの口づけの代わり。
Number 6. Cars, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. As a pillarman, Cars is an intelligent, adaptable, and lethal being from a time before mankind existed. Given how he could only be damaged by something like Hamon, you could say he was already well on his way to becoming immortal. Then he got his hands on the Redstone of Aja, ascended to a super being, and gained the power to control all life on the planet.
ついに克服したぞやつは無敵になった
With not even sunlight phasing him anymore, the only way to knock Kars off his perch was to literally launch him into the vacuum of space. Not that it killed him, but it did give him plenty of time to be alone with his thoughts.
そして死にたいと思っても死ねないので、そのうちカーズは考えるのをやめた。
Number 5, Hidan, Naruto Shippuden. Turns out all those sycophants praying to be immortal just chose the wrong god. As a devoted follower of Jashin, Hidan was granted eternal life to the point where he can get his head cut off and keep on spitting vulgarities.
つうかおめえが押せんだよ角座
With a fierce ideology, no fear of death, and curse-based jutsu that allowed him to reflect his own damage onto others, Hidan made for one of the Akatsuki's deadliest members. Hard to deal with a zealot who can kill people by literally stabbing himself.
あのさ俺お前に一回切れてもいいかな本当
Number 4, Virile, Gurren Lagann. Back when he was just a run-of-the-mill beastman, Virile was a vengeful combatant capable of slaying his prey with his own hands or from the cockpit of a giant mecha.
なかなかやるが所詮素人の剣訓練された兵士にかなうと思うか
Then Lord Genome made him an immortal in exchange for his cooperation, and just like that he became an unkillable vengeful combatant.
寝る必要もなく戦い続けることのできる体を手に入れたのだ俺は獣人の枠を超えたここが貴様の墓場だシモン
While he would later come to cooperate with Simon and the rest of Team Daiguren, his newfound imperishability certainly came in handy when he was launched into a war against the Anti-Spiral.
イラルよ確かにわしは死ぬことのない体をそなたに与えた
Number 3, Zamasu, Dragon Ball Super. Whether in the past, the future, or as a different person entirely, this guy remains a colossal asshat. Ruled by a galaxy-sized ego and hatred for humanity, Zamasu made it his mission to wipe out all humans and impose himself as a supreme being of justice. Upon achieving this in an alternative future as Goku Black, a younger version decided to up the stakes and ensure the demise of all humans by using the Super Dragon Balls to make himself immortal. Oh sure, it stopped Goku from ripping him a new hole, but a fat lot of good it did him against Zeno. Number 2, C2, Code Geass. Regarded as a witch all her life, what was once an innocent girl became an ageless beauty after unwittingly absorbing the code of immortality.
生き延びる力をあなたに授けます。その代わり、いつの日か私の願いを一つだけ叶えていただけますか。
No matter the manner of execution, it is impossible for C2 to perish unless she willingly gives her undying state to someone else.
私は誰かに愛されたかったの。願いは叶ったわ。ギアスのおかげで私はあらゆるものに愛された。
Quite handy when you're an accomplice of the infamous revolutionary Zero and you're going to war with an empire. After granting the power of the Geass to Lelouch, C2 became his most vital agent, her immortal body allowing her to overcome whatever the Britannian forces sent her way. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Ban, the 7 Deadly Sins. The man steals everything he comes across, whether it be the strength of his opponents, the admiration of fans, the hearts of multiple ladies, and yes, even the waters of the Holy Grail. Following on from a bloody battle with a demon, Ban finds himself granted the ability to heal from any wound, no matter how fatal. All thanks to the dying efforts of his beloved Elaine.
さっきからピーピーうるせえぞ。耳障りだ。
The results haven't only made Ban impossible to beat in a scrap, but did wonders for his humility, learning that with eternal life comes great wisdom. Just kidding, he's the cockiest bastard around. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.